In this lecture, we will discuss the objective type questions of strength of material, and these questions will be of basics type, and these questions are very important for those who are preparing for competitive exams like SSC JEE, State Junior Engineer Exam, GATE, and other state engineering service examination. So be connected with me. Now let me start with very first question. The question number 1, what are the materials which shows direction dependent properties called? So there are different properties of the material which shows direction dependent. Direction dependent means different property in different directions. So the answer will be anisotropic. Anisotropic, because anisotropic is the property in which material possesses different properties in different direction. If the properties are same in all the direction, then will be isotropic material. So in this case the answer will be D, an isotropic material. Very important. Now the question number 2, a material has identical property in all directions. Now the same which I have discussed in question number 1, the material which shows the same property in all the directions means isotropic property. Now question number 3, the property of the material by virtue of which body returns to its original shape after removal of load is called. Very important in strength of material and very important property of a material. Now, so the elasticity is defined as the ability of the material to regain its original shape and size after the deformation when the external force are removed. So the answer will be elasticity. Very important, elasticity. Now the question number 4, creep is the gradual increase of. Creep is the gradual increase of. So to answer this type of question, you must know what is creep. So let me define first creep. Creep is that property by virtue of which a metal specimen undergoes additional deformation with the passage of time. Very important term. With the passage of time under sustained loading within the elastic limit. It means the loading is in the elastic limit, but the time duration is more. It is the permanent in nature and cannot be recovered after removal of load. Hence, plastic in nature. So, the answer will be A. Plastic strain with time at constant load. Very important. Now, the next question number 5, resilience. So, again, to answer this question, you must know what is resilience. So, let me define first resilience. Resilience is the total strain energy. Resilience is the total strain energy stored in a given volume of material within elastic limit. Very important. Again, I am explaining resilience is the total strain energy stored in a given volume of material within elastic limit. And on removal of load, this energy is released. In other words, it is the area under load deflection curve within the elastic limit. It is the area under the load deflection curve within the elastic limit. So the answer will be the B. Recoverable strain energy. Resilience. What is resilience? It is recoverable strain energy. Now the next question is the material is in which large deformation is possible before the absolute failure or rupture is termed as large deformation before failure, and the answer will be ductile. So what is ductility? Ductility is defined as the ability of the material to deform to a greater extent before the sign of crack when it is subjected to tensile load. And ductile materials are those materials which deform plastically to a greater extent prior to fracture. And if I talk about the examples of the ductile material, mild steel, copper and aluminium. So in this case the answer will be ductile material. Now next question, question number 7. What is the phenomena of progressive extension of the material? That is, strain increasing with time at constant load is called. Now to answer this question, first of all, listen me. When metals are subjected to constant load, metal tends to deform continuously. This continuous deformation of metal under constant load is called creep. In when the load is constant but for a longer period of time, that property is known as, that failure is known as creep. So answer will be creep, C option. Now next question, the stress level below which a material has a high probability of not falling under reversal of stress is known as. Again I am saying, the stress level below which a material has a high probability of not failing under reversal of stress. So to answer this question, first of all listen me. The stress which can be withstood for some specified number of cycle is the fatigue strength of the material, and the stress level which can be withstood for an infinite number of cycle without failure is called endurance limit. So fatigue is related to the endurance limit. If the loading is under the endurance limit, then is not falling under reversal of load. So the answer will be endurance limit. Now next question, resilience of the material is considered when it is subjected to. So what is resilience? I have defined in question number 5. Resilience is the total strain energy. Resilience is the total strain energy. So the answer will be D option, shock loading. Answer will be D, shock loading. Now next question, the losses of strength in compression due to overloading is known as. Bossinger effect. The answer is Bossinger effect. And due to overloading, loss of strength in compression, known as Bossinger effect. I will discuss in a separate lecture about the Bossinger effect. Now the next question is, the energy absorbed in a body when it is strained within the elastic limit is known as. Again, it is resilience. Resilience can be defined as the ability of material to absorb energy when deformed elastically and to release this energy when unloaded. So the answer will be the resilience. So this is my first lecture, and I have covered 11 basic level of question of strength of material. In next lecture where I will discuss further questions, I will cover 100 basic level questions and 100 advanced level questions, and these questions will definitely help you to crack any competitive exams.